If you've been active on social media in Ghana, then the name Abu Trica is one you've definitely heard before. Known for flashy cars, luxury living, and a lifestyle many people admired, his rise to fame was fast and eye-catching. But today, that same name is making headlines for a very different reason: serious international legal allegations involving millions of dollars and law enforcement agencies across borders. So what exactly is going on, and what are the confirmed facts so far? However, in December 2025, his name came up in a very serious legal matter. According to U.S. federal prosecutors, Frederick Kumi has been indicted, meaning formally charged, in connection with an alleged international romance fraud scheme. Prosecutors in the United States allege that Abu Trica was part of a network that targeted elderly victims, mainly in the U.S., through online platforms. According to court documents, the group is accused of creating fake online identities, sometimes using advanced technology, to build emotional and romantic relationships with unsuspecting victims. Authorities further allege that once trust was established, the victims were persuaded to send money under false pretenses. These included claims of emergencies, medical needs, travel expenses, or investment opportunities that prosecutors say did not exist. Now, according to the indictment, the total amount allegedly involved in this scheme exceeds $8 million. Prosecutors say the funds were moved through different individuals and channels in an attempt to conceal their origin. These allegations form the basis of charges such as conspiracy to commit wire fraud and money laundering conspiracy. In Ghana, Abu Trica was arrested following cooperation between U.S. law enforcement agencies and Ghanaian authorities, including EOCO and the Cybersecurity Authority. He appeared before the Bees District Court in Accra, where he was remanded into custody. He was not alone. Two other individuals were arrested alongside him and are being treated as co-accused in the case. While authorities have confirmed their arrest, their specific identities and roles have not yet been publicly detailed in available court documents. At this stage, it is very important to be clear: these are allegations made by prosecutors. Abu Trica and the other accused persons have not been convicted, and under the law, they are presumed innocent until proven guilty in a court of law. If extradited to the United States and convicted, the charges he faces could carry severe penalties, including lengthy prison sentences. However, the case is still ongoing, and the final outcome will depend on evidence presented before the court. This case has sparked wide public discussion, especially about online fraud, the dangers of romance scams, and the reality behind some social media lifestyles. As the legal process continues, more verified details are expected to emerge. For now, what we can say, based strictly on official records, is that Abu Trica has been charged, not convicted, and the matter remains before the court. Okay, now, here are some of the interviews granted.
The legal objection was about the proper court to hear the application proper, and then the court said she seized with the rejection. So she vacated that preliminary legal objection. We are coming back on the 13th of January to determine the formal application before the court, before we even go into the merit of the extradition proceedings, wherein the requesting state has brought in the documentations which will inform the court, the proper court, if after the application is properly heard, and we know if it's basic court or Medina or anywhere from relating to where they were arrested, then we know which court will properly hear the extradition proceedings, and based on what evidence the court will determine either the persons or the accused persons or the fugitives, as they claim, will be transmitted or released to the, as the law requires, should be gone into before any person would grant it, either through diplomatic channels or judicial process. So basically, that's what happened.
There was the issue of a fourth accused person who had a mask on, and there was the occasion for you to request for his identity to be known. How did that go?
That one, we had to determine it in chambers. It borders on security. Yes, so I wouldn't want to go into it.
As far as the grant of bail is concerned, my lady indicated that she wasn't convinced that they will appear before the court. Looking at the nature of the case, the wide scope of it, she definitely dismissed the bill. How did it come to you? How did you feel about that?
Yes, as you heard the counsel do the application, from A1 to A3, and then the prosecution's state attorney also making a submission. Bail is at the discretion of the court, but when you read the fine black letter law of Act 22, bail for A1 whose name is returned on the indictment has not really crystallized. That's why we didn't apply for bail for A1. But A2 and A3, their names are not on the indictment that was returned by the USA or the state, the Department of Justice of the United States. So that's why we prayed for bail. But still, per Article 19, 14, and then Section 96 is still with the bosom of the court, the judge, and she exercises her discretion in favor of the state rather than the accused persons or the alleged fugitives, which we know A2 and A3's names are not on the indictment from the USA, and then it's just for the state to hold them that they are just collateral damage from the arrest of A1, and then they've also been arraigned. So that was the argument we were putting forth as a team, yes.
We say try to zone here try to na man akonsa na me mojide onyankopon ni say me na osaba court bi ma be me obe fenti si ase ma me ka cha ba na ye fa ne cho enya ne boni bia ye nua ba akopɛ no no esini ama ono che ne ekoso bia e fa ne cho say we onya hwe omanim na fi ema ye ibukoto bi pa ne cho.
Thank you so much for watching this video on Quami Trendz. We truly appreciate your time and support. If you found this content informative, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more verified updates, trending stories, and detailed breakdowns you won't find anywhere else. Make sure you check out more videos on this channel, because we bring you facts, not rumors, clear, responsible, and straight to the point. Stay connected, stay informed, and keep watching Quami Trendz. See you in the next video.